Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. Thanks for coming on by, checking out this vid, hanging out with me for a few moments as I talk about the OnePlus 6T T-Mobile variant and the unlocked variant over at the OnePlus website. Actually, you have a few different options over at the OnePlus website. You have the Mirror Black 6 gig of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, 549 smacks. The 8 gig of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, $579. You have Midnight Black, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, $579. Smacks, smacks, it's all the same. 8 gig of RAM, 256 gigs of storage for $629 smackarulas. Now, T-Mobile only has one option. That is the Mirror Black 8 gig of RAM, 128 gigs of storage for $579 smackies. But they're having a whole different type of deal, promotional deal, where you trade in a device, and there's like 33 devices. I could be wrong, but I think it's 33. All sorts of devices. And you'll be credited $300 towards your T-Mobile OnePlus 6T. Now, I traded in an older Motorola Nexus 6. I still have one right over here. And $300 off of 500, we'll just call it 580. Brings it down to 280. Plus, you pay the $20 activation fee, which you can pay in store. And you can actually pay off the difference. And that's what I did. The $300 that I got for the Motorola Nexus 6, and this is going to be for you. So whatever you trade in, they're actually going to take that money for the device you traded in and credit your monthly bill for the next 24 months. Now, some of you have traded in an older device that's on the list of devices. I may edit that in. Over to the right or left of the video, you'll see a list of devices that you can trade in. And some of you have already done that, whether it's an older or newer. You know, I think the biggest question is whether it's worth upgrading if you have the OnePlus 6. There are some differences between the two devices. Okay, and we'll go over a little bit of that. And we'll go over the benefits of going unlocked and not going with the T-Mobile variant. And that's going to be something that you'll have to decide on. And some of you have already ordered through the OnePlus website, and some of you have already gone through the T-Mobile way of doing it as far as walking into a store or calling T-Mobile and ordering it and having it delivered to your home. So, but there are some differences, and you know, there's negatives and positives to this. So, in a OnePlus forum post, OnePlus has stated that those that own a T-Mobile OnePlus 6T will not be able to participate in the beta program. So that's something to consider. And the T-Mobile variant is locked. You can buy an unlocked over at the OnePlus website. Okay, you can use the T-Mobile variant with T-Mobile, Metro PCS, and you can use it on Project Fi. It's going to be locked. If you don't want to be locked, buy the unlocked variant over at the OnePlus website. Updates will not come as fast with the T-Mobile OnePlus 6T because of additional testing and qualification. All the requirements that have to do with that, just not going to happen as fast. Now, I'm sure T-Mobile will do their best to get out updates, but if you are wanting to be on the beta program, you're not wanting to be locked, you're wanting to get updates a lot faster, you're better off with the unlocked variant. Okay? But what's so sexy and intriguing about the T-Mobile variant, for those of you that are with T-Mobile or those of you who are thinking of going over to T-Mobile, is that trade-in option. 300 smacks. And there's a lot of devices on that list. That's what's really intriguing. So you're willing to lose some really great areas that are on the unlocked variant that are on the locked variant with T-Mobile. Okay, that's something you're going to have to decide on whether you want to do or not. Now, as far as the differences, I don't have a OnePlus 6, so I can't do a comparison right here. But I'll tell you this. I had a OnePlus 3T, and the alert slider, that guy right there, was on this side. So that kind of throws me off a little bit. But, I mean, it's not a deal breaker. These are just little nitpicks, right? Power button right here, volume rocker right here. There are devices like my Google Pixel 2 XL where you have your power button and your volume rocker there. So it's like getting used to, with so many devices that I have, it's a constant getting used to using them all because they're somewhat set up differently. But I remember my OnePlus 3T had that alert slider over here. So there are times that I'm hitting this with this finger here. And on the back, I keep hitting the flash area thinking there's a fingerprint reader. But we all know there's an in-display fingerprint reader. And it's right there. And you go like this. And bam, it comes right on. Now, I do have Face Unlocked. But here's the thing. When the device is off, you actually have to press the power button to activate Face Unlock. Just like that. Super fast. It's ridiculous. Let's do that again. And I'm behind the LG V20, so I have to move my face over to get it to work. Actually, I'm going to lift it up above the LG V20. So we ready? Bam. Nice. Let's do that again. And that was super fast. Yeah, I'm digging the functionality as far as the in-display fingerprint reader and the Face Unlocked. I think I'm going to use that a little more often. It's something I never really use on any smartphone that offers it, that I've had, but I'm going to start using it. Battery, 3400 milliamp on the OnePlus 6, 3700 milliamp on the OnePlus 6T. This is a little taller. You got Gorilla Glass 6 on the 6T, Gorilla Glass 5 on the OnePlus 6. There's no notification LED that I know of. If I'm wrong, let me know down below. But I'm not getting a notification through LED. So that's where that's at. And no headphone jack to be found. If you have a OnePlus 6 and you love your headphone jack area, well, do not trade up. If you don't care about that, then there's an option, right? You do get a dongle. And it doesn't really matter to me. I love having the headphone jack, but it's not a deal breaker. It's got a speaker on the left-hand corner instead of the right-hand corner. So a sync speaker that actually is pretty decent. Sounds really good.
Good evening, Herb. Your signals are coming in fine tonight.
Bird Salvo, on target.
You wanna run away, you wanna run. You wanna run away, you wanna run. You wanna run away.
Yeah, I like that. And let's go into the settings really quick. Let's go to security and lock screen. As far as fingerprint, no, that's not the area that I want. The area that I wanted, let me look for it. Security in lock screen is where I want it to be. I put the video on pause and was looking for it. I didn't want to take any more of your time. So while you're here, this is the area where you're going to set up your fingerprint for the in-display fingerprint reader. But right here, you have fingerprint or fingerprint animation effect. So this is where you get to choose the different effects. And that's where I have it set right now. That's called Wave. You have Cosmos, which I thought, in my opinion, I don't think I know, in my opinion, that looks really cheesy. And then you got Stripe. I don't like that one either. I thought this is the most professional looking animation, the Wave, in comparison to Cosmos. I mean, that's cool, but I don't know. If it was for something else, not this area. Stripe, but I like Wave. So wanted to show you that's going to be in security and lock screen. Okay. So that's where that's located. So that's why I changed that area up, because I didn't like the original animation default out of the box. As far as buttons and gestures, you got alert slider, navigation bar and gestures, quick gestures, where you can go in and flip to mute, 3-finger screenshot, answer calls by gesture, and double tap to wake, which I have on music control. And then you can draw different letters to activate certain functionality on the OnePlus 6T, which has been around for some time with your OnePlus devices. So that's all I'm going to talk about. I really wanted to cover those areas that are going to be there for you if you go with the unlocked OnePlus 6T in comparison to the T-Mobile variant, areas that you're going to miss out on. If those areas are important to you, whether it's being having an unlocked device and having the different options with the colors as far as mirror black right now and midnight black. I'm sure the red's going to come out. I don't know what they're going to call that. Lava red, whatever, deep red, bright red, some sort of type of red. And you're not going to get the updates as fast with the T-Mobile variant. You're going to get them a lot faster. And also you're not going to be able to participate in the beta program. So, and some differences. Headphone jack. I mean, if that's very important to you, you don't want the T-Mobile variant. So you have to do your homework. I wanted to make this video to give you that information, and then you can, look at both sides and decide what's going to work best for you. What is it that you want? Let me know what you traded up for your OnePlus 6T over at T-Mobile. Let me know if you are going for, or you already got it in, the unlocked OnePlus 6T over at the OnePlus website. You don't have, you don't have water resistance on this device, even though they're saying it's splash proof. There's no certification as far as that. So, but they do say it's splash proof, and no wireless charging, one speaker. Do you want dual speakers? You have to ask yourself all these questions. What do you want? What don't you want? What are you willing to live with? Are you better off with what you have and not moving into upgrading in what may not be an upgrade, because it may not have what you have right now and you're just happy. You're content with what you're using. If you are content, then don't spend any more money if you don't have to. It's a great deal that T-Mobile's got going on. I'm supporting what's going on because, well, it's a first. OnePlus, okay, in a carrier store. That's exciting. That's exciting going forward into the future, and hoping that we're going to see more of that from other carriers. Let me know. A lot of info here.